The squishy material.
Gore, you just don't make Gore, you have to develop Gore. So we developed this, tested it, tested the thickness of it. We tested adding things like his gold tooth.
Your instinct takes you naturally to, oh, make it worse. More teeth. Give me another clavicle. You know, more goo.
It really started to make me nauseous, didn't it?
Yeah, no, I mean, it just felt like...
Oh, God. It's like being 8 years old again, except getting paid for it.
For more exclusive video, go to amctv.com.
What are you doing?
These are my good clothes. You can't go home smelling like a meth lab.
One of the greatest memories of shooting the pilot, Brian, is in his underwear a lot. And,
Is that really one of your greatest memories?
listen, let me finish what I was gonna say.
Walt in the pilot is in his underwear a lot. He wears his underpants proudly.
I have a nudity clause in my contract that insists I'm naked in every single show I do.
Damn, man. Are you some kind of nudist?
The day we shot that scene, I said to Brian, you know, it's written that you're in your underpants. And he says, yeah. And I said, well, I'm just saying, if you're not okay with that, if you got any discomfort, we can, you know, he brought up some sweatpants in a bag, or he, you know, and Brian said, well, no, he's in his underpants. I said, oh, okay, good. And then he said to me, what kind of underpants would Walt wear? And I wanted to say, you know, tighty-whities. And before I could, he said, well, it should be like tighty-whities, right, jockey underpants, because they're stupider looking. You look more vulnerable wearing them. You gotta hope it's gonna be one of those iconic images that kind of sums up the show. This kind of everyman character in his suede wallaby shoes and his underpants with a .45 in his hand, ready to take on whatever comes over the rise, over the hill.
For more exclusive video, go to amctv.com.
I wanted Walter Jr. to be a character who had cerebral palsy. First and foremost, because I hadn't seen that character on television much, and you know, my basic philosophy is whenever I can, try to show the audience something either they haven't seen or they don't see much.
Yeah, no, I thought I heard mice. That's all we need, huh? So, what's up, pal?
What the hell's wrong with you? Walt Jr. is a 17-year-old guy that's with a disability that's just trying to fit in. I have the same symptoms, but he has a lot more severe symptoms. Some kind of a muscle disorder that messes with your motor skills.
I wanted to hire a young man who really did have that condition, and RJ does.
It was pretty important that they hired an actor with CP, because if they didn't and the actor comes in and they don't really know much about it, they'll try to overact it and mess it up.
He's a really great kid. He's smart, he's sharp. I forget all the time that he's as young as he is.
He's very bright, very attentive, and he can improv really well. He threw out a couple lines that we weren't expecting and just went with it, and it was really nice. It was really appropriate.
Those are really supposed to be in style now. The skaters wear them.
Do I look like a skater?
You know, it's like, wow, good. And it wasn't his line, so he threw it out. So I mean, whenever anybody can do that, it shows that they're listening and they're aware and they're able to take it to the next level. And that's who you want to work with as an actor.
Maybe treatment isn't the way to go.
Then why don't you just die already? Just give up and die. With this character, I want to show that any actor with a disability can pretty much do anything that they want to as long as they work hard at it.
I just adore him. Everyone does. Once you meet him, you just can't not love him.
For more exclusive video, go to amctv.com.
I need you to focus and...
Hey, sit down! Sit down!
Damn it, Hank!
Yeah, well, sorry, babe. I'm just you know, kind of in the middle of something here.
Okay. Sit down! Sit your ass down! Comprende? You two, sit down! Siéntate! Okay.
Hank, you know, knows a little bit about everything, but not a lot about anything in particular. But he is a good DEA agent.
I'm back, babe. What's up?
Hank is very manly. Marie loves that he's manly.
He's just unbearably, you know, brazen and macho, and you know, he's coarse.
Dean and Hank are like twins.
Hello, Zippy.
He has got that guy down so well. I think it's a pair of old, comfortable shoes for Dean. You just slip right in them, and away he goes.
So it looks like meth, but it's too damn white.
The Drug Enforcement Administration has been a wonderful asset to us. We've had their help in setting up a DEA raid on a meth lab. They had an agent here on set who made sure that every last movement that these entry agents made was the way the DEA does it in real life.
We saw a lot of busting down meth house films, but we certainly saw the aftermath of the busts and what the houses looked like and what the drug paraphernalia looked like, so that we could familiarize ourselves with the terms and all that stuff, so we don't look like morons when we're doing it.
Anytime and every time we can make something as real as possible, I'm all for it.
It's great playing a DEA agent, yeah. I like to take it home at night, you know. Bust people on the way home, you know, it's great.
For more exclusive video, go to amctv.com.
Chemistry is the study of matter.
When I first came up with the idea for Breaking Bad, what I really knew I wanted to do was create a character who was a perfectly nice, decent, likable guy who, through forces that he feels like are beyond his control, is forced to do something really reprehensible. One of the worst things I could think of that he could do would be to cook crystal meth. Methamphetamine is a very potent drug. It just wreaks havoc.
You know the business, and I know the chemistry.
You want to cook crystal meth?
That's right.
We had the DEA consultants throughout the pilot, which were extremely helpful to us, really wonderful guys that help us set up our labs. We had people from the street even to set up their version.
The chemists of the DEA have to actually know how to cook meth in order to deconstruct it and verify that it is indeed meth. We had a DEA chemist help us on the day we shot the meth lab cooking sequence. He cooked a batch for us and videotaped it and showed us the process in time-lapse on his laptop computer. And every step of the way, we'd say, "How's this look?" And he'd say, "Let me a little more pink." And we'd mix it up a little pinker. Dennis Peterson, our special effects guy, would say, "Let me mix up some cola and some chocolate milk, and you know, this will give us this step of the process, and then we'll have it foam up. You know, we'll put some carbon dioxide in it." And our chemist would say, "Yeah, exactly. Good job. That's how that looks."
We don't want it to be a handbook to the audience of how to create meth, but we want to show the intricacies and really what can go wrong with it.
This has to be a show about the consequences of a really bad decision.
I do not think that it glamorizes crystal meth at all. I think it shows it in its absolute truthful form, and it's not pretty.
The long term is that this is an evil, awful drug, crystal meth, and it creates a tremendous amount of damage to society.
For more exclusive video, go to amctv.com.